Hi guys, it's Jackie. Welcome back to my channel. So happy April. It's officially April now, and today I am here to do my favorites from the month of March. March was kind of a strange month for me. I had a few things that became my favorite, but not as much as I had in January and February. So this is probably going to be on a little bit all over the place, but I have one movie to talk about and the other stuff is kind of a bunch of miscellaneous things. So without me rambling on any further, let's jump right in and get started. So the first thing I'm going to talk about today is something I've actually been using all year. I just haven't had the chance to talk about this besides on my other channel linked down below, and that is my bullet journal. So I know this is a pretty popular thing all over the internet. I've seen a bunch of YouTubers use one before, and I use my bullet journal primarily to track my reading. If you guys don't know, my other channel is dedicated to books and fan related stuff, and the link is again down below for you guys if you haven't subscribed to that already. But I decided to get a bullet journal because the past 6 to 8 months I've been what they call a reading slump, where I just really haven't been motivated to read or do anything related to bookish things. But I thought this year maybe I can beat the reading slump by using a bullet journal to really keep track of my organization for it. And I think I am going to do a video on it on this channel at the end of the year if that is something you guys are interested in. But I'll show you guys a couple of examples of what my monthly spreads look like. I'll show you April since it is April right now. But at the beginning of the year I have my goals. So this is my reading and writing and channel goals for that channel. Then I have the top 10 books I want to read this year. And then we have review books that I get sent to from publishers and authors, which I'm very, very grateful for. And then the last miscellaneous thing before I get into my actual monthly spreads is the tracking of my reading that I have read, of all the books I have read this year, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. And as far as the monthly spread, so I'll show you April. So this is my cover page. This is the previous months. And then we have my TBR or to be read, and then my wrap up, which is all the books I read that month. And then videos and blog posts, because I do have a blog as well. And then lastly, we have readathons, which are basically week-long things that you basically try to read as much as you can. So I'm doing 2 this month. One is called The Owls, which is dedicated to Harry Potter related things. And the other is the Booklist Readathon, which is hosted by one of my good friends over on BookTube. So I've been really loving my bullet journal. It definitely has been slowly getting me out of my reading slump and definitely gets me motivated to read, so I've been really liking it. And I think you can really use it for anything, whether it's just planning or, you know, other kinds of things, but I definitely recommend using one if you are interested. Alright, now let's talk about some movies. So I only saw one movie in March, and this movie is probably going to be on my top 10 movies of 2019. It probably, as of right now, is number 1, and that is How to Train Your Dragon 3: The Hidden World. So this is the third and final movie in the How to Train Your Dragon series from DreamWorks, and I grew up watching these movies. I just want to make that clear before I get into my complete thoughts and without spoiling anything. But I remember my brother, my cousin, were obsessed with the first movie when it came out in 2010. I didn't really get into it at the time, but as time slowly moved on, I started to love it more and more. And then I went to see the third installment with my best friend. And basically, to put it simply, I came out of the theater literally bawling my eyes out. It was a very bittersweet ending. Again, I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys if you are interested in seeing it, but I was not prepared for that ending, and I literally, I'll get more into this in a second, went out and bought literally everything with Toothless on it. Yeah, I really, really loved it, guys, and it takes a lot for me to cry in movies or books or really anything, but this one, it hit me right in the feels, so I really, really loved it. On to the miscellaneous stuff. So I'm going to go back to kind of talking about How to Train Your Dragon first off. And I'm going to talk about some jewelry that I got this month that I've been really loving. And I've been getting more and more fandom related jewelry from Hot Topic, which is like where I buy my entire wardrobe. So this first one is a necklace, and it has the Night Fury symbol on it. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. It's really, really pretty. It's like a silvery gray color, and there's like a little black eye I really like this. I literally bought this the day I saw that movie, and after I walked out of the theater bawling my eyes out. Again, I literally bought everything with Toothless on it, so there is that. I really, really like this. Actually, out of the 2 necklaces I bought this month from Hot Topic that had fandom-related stuff on it, this is the one I've been wearing the most. And the other one I bought is my other favorite thing in the world, and that is Harry Potter. I love, love, love Harry Potter, and I talk about this all the time on my other channel, and I got this Deathly Hallows necklace, so let's see if you guys can see that. Really, really pretty. It has like a little jewel in the center. You guys might not be able to see it, but it's really pretty. Again, I bought this at Hot Topic. These were both like 12 bucks. They were pretty cheap, and they're really, really good quality, and I am very happy with the way they came out. So yeah, I figured I would buy 2 of my favorite fandoms of all time, Harry Potter and How to Train Your Dragon, and necklace form, and I would wear it everywhere I go. Going back to that theme of How to Train Your Dragon, I feel like this entire video is going to be just How to Train Your Dragon stuff. Another thing that I bought this month was this Toothless plushie pillow. I don't know, a really good word for it. So I got this off of Target for like 20 bucks, and again, it was after the movie. I was just very emotional, and I didn't think it would be as big as it is. It's about 18 inches long, maybe 2 feet. Really, really soft. It's definitely something you can cuddle up with. I know it's meant for kids, but I felt like I needed it. So I bought this, and yeah, I love it. And the other thing that has to do with How to Train Your Dragon, guys, that I bought this month and I've been really loving, and I swear this is the last thing that has to do with How to Train Your Dragon I will mention in this video, is this Night Fury candle. So this is from the company Happy Piranha Co. It's based out of the UK, and it has a beautiful illustration of Toothless on the front, and oh my god, it's so, so cute. And then these sides are like black, and rubies are all over it. Really, really pretty. It just says Night Fury on the, and on the back it has like the instructions for burning it. And this one has green sparkles on the front, but it's mostly black. And the scent of this is sandalwood, and then there's like a hint of citrus in the ocean. So it's like really perfect for like late spring, early summer. I really like the scent of this. So that is really loving. I love this. I love candles in general. I have quite a few of them on my bookshelves, and I burn them all the time. And I'm really excited to use this one. The last thing I'm going to talk about in today's video, as far as my favorites from March, has again been something that I've been watching the entire year. I just don't know why I haven't mentioned it. I think I forgot to mention it in January because this is when it came out. But that is Shane Dawson's new conspiracy theory series. So he put out 2 videos at the end of January and like the middle of February dedicated to conspiracy theories. And I mentioned before in last month's favorites video that I'm a huge fan of Shane Dawson. I have been for a number of years, and I'll go ahead and link his channel down below for you guys. If you're not subscribed to Shane Dawson, what are you doing? If you like documentary style videos that kind of cover YouTube related topics, this is the channel for you. He hasn't always done those types of videos. He's done like comedy sketches years and years ago, and then he started doing these docuseries more recently. But I love these series, and this one has definitely been my favorite out of all of them so far. I have watched part of the Jake Paul one, and I've watched the entirety of this one, but I have not watched any of the others in their full entirety. So I loved it. I am very interested in conspiracy theory stuff. Do I believe half of them? Not really. But for some reason, I always find myself looking up conspiracy theory related videos, and I saw this posted. I was like, yep, sign me up, please. And I know this is kind of a mixed opinion series, and I can definitely see why, because not all of it is really conspiracy theories. There's a couple, primarily in the first part, that are more on the theory side. The second part covers stuff that has been already talked about for a number of years, but he only now put like his own personal opinion on. And out of all of the ones he covered, I think the one I was most intrigued by was the Chuck E. Cheese one, and that's basically because I grew up going to Chuck E. Cheese. I didn't know about their pizza, and well, you guys are gonna have to wait and watch it to find out, see what I mean. It was really interesting. And, you know, one of my favorite YouTube channels of all time. I loved it, so loved it. Love the conspiracy theory series. Highly recommend you guys go check out Shane's channel if you haven't already. And the last couple of things, I literally just remembered to throw these on to the very end of the video, are a couple things that actually happened to me in my personal life that I wanted to cover. So without giving out too much detail, the first one of those is I, on March 1st, hit my 1-year anniversary at my job. So if you guys follow my other channel, you would know about my job searching journey. I struggled for a while to get a job at the beginning of last year. Before I got my job at my workplace now, I was in a very, very dark place because it was really wearing down on me, this job searching journey, and after getting rejected by one company, it just took a toll on me, and I was not in a good place, to say the least. And I'm very open about that on my other channel. And then I got this job. My mom actually put an application in for me, and this was like my last resort, and I got an interview, and I vlogged this entire week, so that vlog will be linked in the cards. And I ended up getting the job, and I've been there for officially about 13 months now, which is insane. And this entire year flew by. It has definitely changed my life, and I wouldn't change it for the world, and I love it. I just can't believe it's been a year. The last official thing I want to tack into the end of this is something that is YouTube related, and I talked about this on my other channel as well, and that is at I want to say it was like the second week of March, I actually got noticed by my favorite YouTube channel of all time. So to give you guys some background story on what happened with this channel is, you might have heard about the Defy Media situation that happened in November, which was basically a company that bought a whole bunch of the big YouTube channels like Smosh and Clever, and those are just a couple of the bigger name ones. Now, Smosh has been a YouTube channel I've watched and like idolized for 10 plus years now. I love Smosh. I had the opportunity to meet some of the members of their gaming channel last August. I did an entire video on that, so that'll also be linked in the cards. But when I heard what had happened with Defy Media, you know, coming in as a fan, it really kind of took an emotional toll on me as well, because, you know, I at first thought this was going to be the end of the channel, and they've been around for so long, and I've idolized them for so long, that I didn't know what was going to happen. And luckily, the members who founded the channel were figuring out the situation as the months went on, and they didn't really talk about it for a few months. And then at the beginning of March, they found a new home with another company who also owns a channel I used to watch a long time ago. The company is called Mythical. They own Good Mythical Morning with Rhett and Link, and I used to watch them a long time ago. Yeah, I was really excited, and they actually released a shirt, and I wish I was wearing it right now, that said I helped on it, just as a way to give back to the fans, to show that, you know, their support really did help the channel find a new home. And I got mine in the mail, and when I got it, I took a picture and I posted it on my gaming Twitter, where I do my stuff for my gaming stuff, and they actually liked and commented on it and retweeted it, Smosh did, and I was like in tears and I just could not believe it. So yeah, it was a really great day, and my emotions were definitely running high, and it's something I will never forget. I think I'm gonna have this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already, and be sure to let me know in the comments down below what some of your favorite things from March were, as I would love to know. And as always, all my social media links will be linked down below for you guys to go check out if you'd like to follow me on any of those. And with being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you soon for another video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!